We're live at the BOK Center in Tulsa. Darnell, first game on Oklahoma soil, first win, first time we get to see Durant really go off for a big performance. A lot of firsts tonight.
Yeah, and I think it was a great performance by Durant. That sort of capped the night for me. I mean, he scored 20 points in the final period of play. He had 6 going into the fourth period. I think tonight we saw what Kevin Durant is all about.
And we've always said all along, preseason it's not about wins and losses, but because of his performance, it did lead to a win, and that can give him a little bit of momentum here in preseason.
Yeah, and that's what he said after the game. I mean, they have to take this into Tuesday night's game against the Clippers, find a way to build on this. What they wanted to do was come into tonight's game, build off of a poor performance that they displayed in Golden State on Saturday, and they did that tonight. They came away with a 110-104 victory over the Rockets. Durant had the big game. Now the goal is to build on that going into Tuesday's game.
A couple other variables. I mean, there's 10,000 people around in the BOK Center, their first athletic event. It's a nice building. We were real impressed with that. Yao Ming is Yao Ming. When he plays out there, it's a whole different game. And then not to be lost in all this is Nick Collison had a really good line, 21 points. They've been trying to get his offensive game a little bit going more, and he showed tonight that he can contribute, and he was a little bit of the factor in the fourth quarter.
I've pressed PJ on this past road trip to single out players, guys he's impressed with. He wouldn't do it. Tonight he did it. He liked the contributions he got from Nick Collison, from Desmond Mason, from Chris Wilcox, Johan Petro. A lot of guys stepped up. He mentioned Earl Watson, not to mention Durant. So a lot of guys stepped up, and I think if they can continue to get solid efforts out of guys like that, then this team will be okay.
And one of the last guys we do want to mention is Petro. I mean, Wilkins has led the team in scoring through 4 preseason games. Petro has led the team in rebounding through 4 games. Those aren't 2 names we were tossing about a lot the last 3 or 4 weeks before all these guys got to town. So those are 2 names to show you there is going to be some depth this year.
Yeah, keep an eye on Johan Petro because sometimes his shots aren't falling, and sometimes he might be shooting a little further out than you think that he might need to be shooting. But he's an aggressive rebounder, and he's a willing defender. So as long as he's doing both of those areas well, I think he's going to get minutes on the court. You might want to watch out for him.
And Jeff Green, of course, the all-rookie star last year on the first team with Kevin Durant when they were in Seattle. He sat out with a sprained ankle, is expected to sit out again Tuesday night. Anything for the fans to see Tuesday night on the fact they probably won't see Jeff Green and they probably won't see Joe Smith?
As long as they play Kevin Durant and as long as he plays like he did tonight, I think the fans can have something to look forward to. I mean, he put on a performance tonight, and if he does that tomorrow night, the fans will really be happy with what they see out of this team.
Because they've really been injury-plagued, and he had a slight ankle himself twisted right in the middle of that rally that he spurred on in the fourth quarter. But, I mean, they got some injury problems, but we think he's fine from what little we've seen, just the way he played the last 2 minutes to win the game.
He came back and he played. He won them the game. He got up and elevated really high for 2 block shots in the final minute. So I think he's okay. P.J. Carlissimo might want to sit him out. Let's hope he doesn't.
We'll see you tomorrow night after the first ever Thunder game in the Ford Center. For more, go to newsok.com and thundermadness.com.